And welcome to Myrtle Beach Premier League Darts, Week 3. We've got a fantastic matchup for you today. We have Dustin, Rampage, Ramage versus Patrick, Yoda, Ellis. I'm joined as usual by Kieran Woodhouse.
Hiya.
I'm going to give you a little rundown of these two players. They're both quality players. They've had quite the opposite starts to the season though. Dustin has won his first 2 games. He won them 9-5 and 9-6. And he's second place in the league just by 1 leg. And Patrick lost his first 2 games, 9-7, 9-6, and currently resides dead last. How's that going to affect the way they throw?
Well, with the losing 9-7 and 9-6, that, to be fair, isn't bad. You know, let's be honest. He could be losing 9-1, 9-0. So he's got to have a bit of confidence going into the game, knowing he can win legs. However, his opponent, obviously second in the league, is capable of winning legs as well. I guess he's just got to hope it goes his way.
Well, it should be a high-scoring affair. We're going to join you in leg 4. Sorry. They're currently 2 apiece. And here we go. Dustin's got the throw.
Love the new angles.
It's definitely better than last week. That's a solid start from Dustin. It's really the minimum you want when starting a leg.
Yeah. Without hitting a treble, that's probably the best you can hope for, really.
A decent little riposte from Patrick.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game, actually. It's a couple of high flyers in the Premier League.
Does mean we probably won't have the chance to chat as much as we normally do.
Well, we are commentators, we do like a chat.
That's beautiful after that first dodgy dart in the 5.
Yeah, sometimes when you put the first one in the 5, you can overcompensate and the next one goes in the 1, or vice versa. He did well there. That's that's superb darts. I mean, when your opponent, hits back with what you just hit, pretty much, you feel like your back's against the wall, you can't do anything to get away from him. But already this is shaping up to be a cracking game.
Well, they're good scorers, and I'm expecting some decent checkouts off them too. So that's a great cover shot.
Brilliant cover shot. I mean, they're hitting at least 1 treble with every 3 darts here, and that's what you want to be doing if you're looking to be competitive. That's what you really should be doing. Although my mates keep telling me treble 1 and treble 5 don't count.
Well, to be honest with you, like we were saying earlier, it was surprising for Pat to find himself where he is. I don't think he would have. That's another great set. Leaves himself 1 dart out.
Yeah, not the double you want really, but it's another ton on his averages. Let's be honest, he's got the time here. Could probably split it if he really wanted to.
All just inside.
Yeah, it's not bad really. The 3 for the double 8 is probably where you should be looking now.
I think with my pen on 130, I would have looked at splitting that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first thing I would have done. I'd have looked at splitting it.
Oh, that's an unlucky dart, isn't it? See,
Yeah.
they're so attuned to hitting trebles that they're hitting them when they don't want them.
That's a great dart. A single leaves the ball now. Okay, that's interesting. Tops on. That's unlucky, that is.
It's a great dart to go for if you've got it in your locker.
Well, yeah, I mean, just having that confidence, isn't it, to go for it. That's a good first dart. Should use it as the marker. That's even better.
Oh.
Too much.
Looks like Patrick gets the chance to steal.
Yeah, 1 dart maybe. Always pulled that one.
Oh, he's tracing it. Oh.
All around the board there. There's the big 3 for the double 8. Yeah, is that in?
Yep, there you got it.
Is, yep. Again, no, they came down very well.
He didn't get it.
Didn't he?
Get
Oh,
it.
okay.
No.
Okay. That's a steal, isn't it? Really. I mean, he was back on 130, and You know, when Dustin had the 38 left. It's a steal, that is.
Well, if you look at the legs now, Patrick's sitting on a nice little 5-2 lead.
Yeah, he's. I think that probably, you know, that against the run there where he had 130 left and his opponent had 38 left. To come back and win, that really does give you the confidence. And not only does it give you the confidence, but it kind of knocks the wind out of your opponent as well, being in that situation and throwing it away. But they're still throwing strong.
That looked more than a 60 from here.
It did, yeah.
It looked a lot more than a 60. That's unlucky.
I think the chalker's taking a bit of backhand cash here.
That looks like a 60.
Yeah. I mean, when that first one goes in the 60, I find personally it takes the pressure away. Even if you put the next two just in the big 20, you've got 100. It just takes that pressure away, you know, as opposed to hitting like a 20 and a 1, and then you're really trying to force that last dart into the treble.
That's poor darts from Patrick there. He'll be kicking himself.
Yeah.
And here comes Dustin to punish him.
How close can you get?
140.
Oh, there you go, and that is punishing.
You should be looking at 5-3 after this leg, the way it's going at the moment.
Oh, Dustin's got time, just get it to a 2 dart if he can.
Won't be happy with that first dart though.
I don't think he'll be happy with any of them, to be honest with you. He's opened the door, and that's
superb. Yeah. Again, it's took that pressure off him now.
And if you hit the first one plumb, why not sit there?
Yeah, exactly. So, as I said before, that dart is a much bigger target than the treble itself. It does make sense. I mean, they're always around that treble, you know. It's and when you're around that treble, it's only a matter of time before one lands in there.
That's another great ton just when you need it.
Looking for the single 20 for the tops now. Yeah, that's brilliant darts.
Great checkout.
And again, he was probably you know, the underdog there towards the end of the leg.
Oh, Steve 5, we're going straight back into the next leg. He's got the throw, he's got the confidence now. Let's see what he can do with it. Can he build on? Oh, that was a great leg of darts, to be fair. They scored well, the finish was sweet.
Yeah, normally it's you have the good scoring but the poor doubles, or vice versa. That had everything. Although I've always questioned how the hell you can play in a cap. We have someone that plays in a woolly hat. Although we are in England, remember, so it is a bit chilly.
Yeah, there's a lot more headwear in America. A lot more people wear caps. It's almost a uniform. So I'm pretty much used to it now.
24.
6 darts, and you know, Pat's still in the 400s. Dustin hits a ton here, and his leg's pretty much done.
Yeah, I mean that first dart again is just, you know, perfect really. He's over 200 points ahead now. He'd be a brave man to bet on Patrick for this leg.
Oh, and his darts are reflecting it.
Yeah, that's pure pressure. He's looked at the scores. He knows the work he's got to do, and you could say he's trying a little too hard there.
Yeah, you saw the glance in between the darts. I can tell you that it stays the same numbers. Okay, he's got to get to work now. He needs some big numbers.
Yeah, and that's going to help that second dart.
81.
That was an unlucky deflection, isn't it?
Yeah, you could see it just hit the flight on the way over.
But he's out of the 400s now.
Yeah, you'd have hoped to have been out of the 400s a long time ago, though.
And that's another great cover shot. I'll tell you what, these boys around here, they can hit that triple 19.
Yeah, and he's left himself Shanghai, which is always a favourite.
60.
I do Shanghai quite a lot, but it's normally on the ones.
He needed the treble. Oh, go on, Tops.
Yes, has he blocked it though? He's making sure. That's
Oh,
unlucky. I mean, maybe the pause there threw him off guard.
at least he didn't drop his darts and start counting on his fingers.
We've had some of them round here.
Well, I've seen him get out calculators.
7.
I think
When they get
Pat's-
the toes out, you've got to worry.
I think Pat gave this leg up after.
Yeah. Had to make sure it was. I think that's 15.
Absolutely. I mean, he's in
After
the wrong
6
bed
darts,
there.
sorry. Yeah, I've seen what was going on then. Yeah, I think after those first 6 darts, he pretty much gave up on it.
He's
to be
doing
honest
well
with
though. Yeah, but you know, he's at an 80 here. All he can do really is hope to hit a big score and pressure his opponent. I think that's what he's looking to do.
99.
I don't get why he went down. So he's not in the regions of a finish there. Like, you know, you've just thrown 2 nice darts, 1 in the triple, 1 in the big. Just throw it again. Don't cut that rhythm out. And there it
Absolutely.
is.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, he was nowhere near a finish, was he? So I don't know what he was looking at setting up or what. You just want to keep pressuring your opponent, don't you?
Well, it's now 5-6 to Patrick.
32.
So this is a big leg. Big leg.
Oh, this is the biggest, sexiest lines I've ever seen. He's my big birthday.
And there's...
30.
It looks like the pressure the big legs got to them both on their first throw.
This is the time of the game where it begins to tell, you know, if Patrick wins this one and he's only 1 leg away from a draw. If Dustin wins, then he pulled it back, and he can kick on from there and hopefully gain the lead. This is probably the most important part of the whole game.
Oh, that's unlucky. And with 11 legs thrown, there's going to be fatigue. We say every week that, you know, these players aren't used to being filmed, so there's pressure, there's fatigue. That looks good.
140.
Oh, 140.
Yeah, there will be fatigue. I mean, people say that, you know, darts isn't a sport, and you know, which to a certain extent I agree with, but it does take a certain level of fitness, both physical and especially mental, to try and concentrate on hitting such a small target over a long period of time will eventually take its toll.
85.
A darts is a single player game. You play against people. The psychology in the game is unbelievable. In theory, if you weren't affected by anything your opponent did, it'd be so much easier, but I don't care who you are, you get shaken, you get your knocks of confidence. In theory, it doesn't matter what your opponent throws, but in practice it does.
Yeah, again, as you mentioned, it's a single player game, and that's true. I mean, in football, that's soccer to the Americans. You know, you've got another 10 players you can hold behind, and still claim victory at the end of the game. Whereas in this, if you're not performing, you're not performing.
Oh, double top. Oh, hey, they're both in there.
Yeah, exhibition darts there, 2 in a bed.
Well, it looks like we're back in that position. Obviously, Dustin took the next leg. It's 7-6.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, how crucial is this really here? I mean, you're looking at the scores, and 7-6,
right,
Patrick. I mean,
61.
along the line, he's broke Dustin's throw, and that's really telling now, because Dustin, you know, he's kept up with him after the break of throw, but it just means he's got to work that little bit harder and break back, and if he can't, he's always going to be chasing the game.
Double deuce, baby. You know me.
What about the pressure on the fact that every time Patrick breaks him, he can't get away from him? Dustin's breathing down his neck constantly. We've seen it. We've seen it at 5-4, 6-5, 7-6. He can't. He just needs that breathing space, an extra leg.
Yeah, but he's got that breathing space. You know, he's already done the hard work. He broke Dustin previously. And that give him that little bit of a cushion. It would be a bit more uncomfortable if he hadn't have broken, because we'd be looking at a level game, and there'd be no room for error whatsoever. So just by breaking him that one leg, he's given himself a little bit of a comfort zone. But all it takes is for Dustin to break back, and let's be honest, it's anyone's game then, especially this close to the end of the game.
Look, 64, give it to me. I need it bad.
It's quite tight at the moment. It's a great first art. That's a great second art. Oh, and there it is.
Yeah.
180.
180, yeah. The crowd has stood up waving their cards.
It's at the perfect time of the leg.
It's only a matter of time. Yeah, it was only a matter of time before someone came up with a big score like that.
In a leg where you're 6-7 down, your opponent's been just holding his lead, holding his throw. That's fantastic. Let's see if he can push on.
Yeah, I mean, as we've said, Patrick had that one leg cushion where he broke Dustin previously. But if Dustin's on track here to break back, and then it's 7-7 going into what could be the last 3 legs.
That is disastrous for Patrick.
Yeah, is it the 180? Is it the 180? The pressure?
I'd say so. It's not the wind out of him. He needed at least a ton there to put some pressure. Now Dustin can take his time. And that's great. That's great darts.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was going for the double top, but I'm sure he'll take it in this situation.
Okay, and Patrick needs to score now to put some pressure on him.
Yeah, if he's a realistic type of guy, he'll be knowing he's lost this leg now. He's just got to focus. But the problem is, Dustin gets that break of throw back, and then
12. Oh, he hit it. So that puts him even.
Not only does it put him even, I mean, I think the most important thing here is he's throwing for the leg, and he's won it, as you can see, 8-7. So now Patrick's throwing for the draw. After leading for all the game, he's now fighting for the draw. So
we've said it 3 times now, but this is a very important leg.
Every leg's been an important leg. It's that kind of game.
How close we are talking about now. The champion-elect, he's top of the league except for 1 leg against the bottom of the league, and it's been an absolute back-to-back brawl.
Yeah, as we said at the start, though, he's it's difficult to say really, because he's won legs, but he's lost legs. It was always going to be one of those games. It's kind of like a sport team that can score a lot of points but concede a lot of points. There's always going to be that chance they're going to win, chance they're going to lose. So yeah,
it does show the quality of the league if this is joint top close enough against bottom, and it's been this tight a game.
Absolutely, I'd love to see the top 2 fight it out.
Well, he may get your wish.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah, the games have been pre-booked, but I think that may be happening. Glenn, who we saw in week 1 when he beat Tommy, he's currently undefeated. Yeah,
okay.
Last man standing in. So.
Yeah, I mean, you pointed out how important this leg was. I don't think either of them have thrown very well.
That can happen from pressure.
Of course, it is pressure. It is pressure. I mean, they're gonna struggle now. They know they can both see the finishing line. Dustin can see the 9.
It's like what you said the other week. In this instance, for me personally, I'm throwing at big 20. I'm not even looking at the triple. I'm just throwing for big 20. Hit the solids all the way down. Hit solid 60s all the way down, and let my opponent mess up.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm in the same situation. I'm hitting the 60, the steady 60s. He might hit a treble here and there, but he might hit a 1 and a 5, and my steady 60s are going to bring me down probably a lot quicker than he is. And then I'll just be relying on my doubles just to finish off the game.
Oh, that's a great response. Tons, both of them.
Yeah, it keeps him in touching distance. If he'd have hit anything less there, I think you'd be looking at Dustin for the win.
Oh, now Patrick's got a chance to get himself back in here. It's right there.
Needs to come the other side though. I couldn't find it. Unlucky though.
It's going to be a gritty finish, I know that. Oh, that's a great dart.
Yeah, 16 to leave tops. He's gone for 20 to leave double 18.
Let's hope he's a Barney fan.
Treble for the bull. Oh, I couldn't find it.
26.
He's got 3 darts now to win it.
Richard Classic.
And let's be honest, after being behind for the whole game, this will be a great win.
Oh, was he inside that?
Yeah, just inside.
Oh, and he got it.
Yes, he's got to be happy with that.
Oh,
And I think-
especially on the double 9 with 1 dart.
Yeah, that tops up. That was a great game. Probably
And
the
Dustin-
best we've seen.
Dustin turns around and wishes Patrick a happy birthday. It's
Oh.
not the present. It's not the present he wanted.
I didn't realise it was his birthday. Belated
Oh.
happy birthday.
Yeah, it certainly was his birthday, and for his present, he got another loss and sits bottom of the table with 3 losses. And Dustin stays where he is.
Yeah, it was a very well fought game. Dustin did well to win it in the end, I think, but he was on his tail the whole game.
Yeah, you've got to take your hat off to Patrick. You're bottom of the table. You're playing the man who's there or thereabouts, and you throw that well. I think the fact that he's lost those games that he has lost, I think that it was 9-6 and 9-7, and
Yeah.
that was another one. It's just a bit of bad luck. It's coming.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, that might be why he's near the bottom of the table. You know, if he can be in that situation he was in, the difference between the top and the bottom of the table is seeing out the games. You know, seeing that finishing line and being able to cross it comfortably might be something he's struggling with at the moment. But he is there. He's thereabout. So,
Well, thanks for joining me again, Kitty.
no problem.
And I'll speak to you next week.
Hey, yeah.